According to official media in mainland China, on the morning of August 12, several towns in Suizhou City, Hubei Province, China, were flooded, with the most critical situation in Liulin Town, where 4 people were killed. For 2 consecutive days, some areas in Hubei Province were hit by heavy rainfall, with 10 towns in Suizhou receiving local rainfall of over 400 millimeters. Flooding in the streets of the small town of Liulin saw water levels surging to the 2nd floor of homes. Many residents' homes and stores on the 1st floor of buildings were completely flooded. Houses with only 1 floor were submerged and doors were washed away by the flood. People trapped on the upper floors were unable to escape because the water was too high. Many people are now sending out distress messages on Weibo, China's social media and the equivalent to Facebook and Twitter combined. At about 2 a.m. on the 12th, the water started to rise in this town while many people were still sleeping. As of 10 a.m., the water level reached the 2nd floor of many buildings. The person in charge of the relevant departments in Suizhou County said that communication was interrupted in the town center of Liulin. There is currently no water or electricity in the area. The media in mainland China reported afterwards that the water level in this small town was as high as 2.46 meters, or more than 8 feet. Because it is a small town, most of the structures are small, 2-story buildings and are located in a mountainous area. Roads are impassable, making it difficult for rescuers to access those in need of help. On the morning of August 12, the Flood Control Command of Suizhou City issued a notice that the city is currently experiencing extreme flooding and numerous small reservoirs are in danger of collapsing. The reservoirs present a serious risk for a number of townships in the area. The local government did not say whether or not any reservoirs released floodwater during the night. However, if the Chinese officials say that the reservoir is in danger, the probability of releasing water to save the reservoir will be high. Later, some Chinese media vaguely reported that 141 reservoirs in Suizhou have reached their normal storage levels and are overflowing. A netizen in Suizhou commented, "It's the first time I've seen so much water rise in my home since I was a kid." Some local people revealed to overseas Chinese media, "It started raining at 2 a.m. on the 12th and people didn't expect the water to rise. Everyone was asleep. The doors were closed and they couldn't hear. The water rose all of a sudden, not slowly, and people couldn't run." Some homes do not have a 2nd floor. The water blocked the doors, so the doors could not open. Some drowned in their homes. No way. Many people lost their lives. Some families of 4 or 5 people drowned. Tragic. Local residents said they did not know what caused such fierce flooding. The Hubei Provincial Emergency Management Office stated that as of 10 a.m. on August 12, the heavy rainfall that began on the evening of the 11th caused 32,000 people to be affected in Suizhou County, with 2.7 thousand hectares of crops affected. 18 buildings collapsed, and over 3,300 buildings were damaged to varying degrees due to the disaster. Direct economic losses are estimated to be RMB 50 million or US 7.7 million. In addition to Suizhou City, other cities in Hubei Province, Xiangyang City and Xiaogang City, which are near the well-known city of Wuhan, were also hit by major floods. Chinese media reported that 774 reservoirs in Hubei Province exceeded the flood limit, and the Hubei Provincial Flood Control Command said the province launched a flood control level 3 emergency response at 1600 on August 12. It is worth noting that Hubei Province is the location of the Yangtze River Three Gorges Dam. This time, the massive flood hit Suizhou County, 372 kilometers from the Three Gorges project in Hubei Province. Some people speculated that the Three Gorges Dam may have blocked the normal flow of air or the formation of a low-pressure system over the Three Gorges Reservoir, affecting the normal atmospheric circulation, which in turn has changed the climate pattern, resulting in frequent extreme weather in China in recent years. In addition, Suizhou County is 295 kilometers away from Xi'an City. China's famous south-to-north water transfer project is the world's largest inter-basin water transfer project, transferring water from the south of China to cities in the north. Xi'an City, Hubei Province, is an important water source for this project. The South-North Water Transfer Project involves 6 counties and cities and 40 townships in 2 provinces, of which Hubei Province accounts for 5 counties and cities and 30 townships, respectively. Around 2010, 181,300 people were relocated to Hubei Province for the project. People in Suizhou County said on the internet that since the construction of the Yangtze River Three Gorges Dam and the South to North Water Transfer Project, the climate in Suizhou County has become very unusual with either major droughts or floods. At the end of June 2020, a major flood also occurred in Suizhou County, and although detailed information is lacking for comparison, feedback from some people indicates that the scale of this year's flood exceeds that of any previous year. The damage caused by floods is not the only issue. For example, mountains that have been hit by floods makes them very prone to landslides. Take a look at the flooded first floor, what it looks like. Look at the living room, the balcony is gone. The windows are gone. The kitchen. Look how thick the mud is in the bathroom. The bedroom, everything was washed away. It's all washed away. Rooms, like this one, haven't been cleaned. Look how thick the mud is. It's unbearable.